Oh, Jesus!
Did it scare you?
No, did you see the glitch there?
It's a baby! Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Shower room.
Nicole?
Yeah, this is basically fun.
Oh! Damn!
Ooh, that's why you have to be careful of the doors.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to the Renegades, and we are back once again with another reaction to Game Theory in a game that I have no experience in, absolutely zero. I've never even attempted to download it to play it, but I have seen others play it, and keep in mind I also have seen other people play this game. And I decided I needed some experienced Robloxers in order to give me a little bit of insight on this. So, I brought my nephews. So, say hello, nephews. This is Case.
Hello.
And this is Rylan.
Hey.
So, they are the two most experienced Robloxers that I know, so I figured I would bring them into the fold on this and ask them questions or have them relive some of the experiences. So, what do you all know about doors?
Like... you talk first.
Traumatic.
Traumatic. Okay.
It's not bad for a Roblox game, considering Roblox is the root of a lot of, like, bad gaming experiences.
Yes. I've heard a lot of people complain about Roblox and just like, well, why? Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I keep spending money in this game that's just only gonna like steal more money from me?
But sometimes doors can like make you like it can make you choose different doors, and you don't know which one is which. And then if you choose the wrong one, like an entity will come.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I know the one. I know that Grizzy and his crew call it A-Train. It's the one that just you hear like the lights flicker, and then you very slowly hear him approaching, and then you have to like hop into one of the closets to get away from him.
I don't appreciate it.
Oh, shut up. So yeah, so you don't have to hide in the closet. You could just die.
But my least favorite.
I mean, that's true.
My least favorite person is Screech.
Screech. Yeah, you have to look around for him, and then he...
I forgot what that one was.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then all of a sudden you look around and you find him. When you find him, he like does the and then he just like pieces out.
I cannot stand that one. I usually don't have. Okay, I'm poor.
I was gonna say, if we were ever playing that game and you started doing that in the team chat, I would ban you immediately. Just like all of a sudden, we're just like, there's like, where is it? Where is it? Case,
it's
is that
very
you?
accurate.
And then you'll just be like, yeah, and then all of a sudden, doo-doo, and you're gone. You're just out of the Discord.
Bye.
You're banned from the Discord.
No,
I'm joking, by the way. I'm not gonna ban my nephew on the Discord like if we were playing
on a children's game.
Yeah, on a children's game. What kind of uncle would I be if I were to do something like that?
A horrible uncle.
Dang. Okay.
I mean, you are, but
what? I'm a horrible uncle.
I said you are.
I'm a horrible uncle?
Put endings on words.
I said you aren't.
I aren't. Okay. So, I'm not a horrible uncle. Thank you. I appreciate that. Buzz. So anyway, The Doors is a game that I would like to play one day. Maybe I'd invite you all in. We'll see. Maybe I'll play some on our... Oh, that's... No, I got my own phone.
You can play it on mine.
I don't need your phone. If I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna play it on PC.
Yeah.
Because look at this PC over here. You see that, kids?
Yeah.
That is what we call a gaming PC. That right there can run Roblox at ungodly levels of just of like graphical fidelity, and y'all wouldn't have to worry about anything. Heck, the laptop I have upstairs can run Roblox, no problem. Heck, I think a Wish store laptop could run Roblox at least at like 10 frames per second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, Roblox is a game that I might get into just to play this game. We'll see. So, in terms of like, would you say the Roblox experience for you has been positive or more negative?
Positive.
Negative.
Oh, okay. So you got one over there that's negative, and one right here that's positive. So, okay, that's good to know. I'm glad that you all are at least honest about that. So, we're gonna hop into this game theory right here, where MatPat's going to explain the concept, I believe, of doors in Minecraft, or not Minecraft. There probably is a mod to play this in Minecraft, but honestly, Roblox is just such a diverse game that you can do a lot of stuff in. So let's check out and let's see what MatPat has to say. Here we go.
All right, so let's see what horror games we have to theorize about. Show me door number 1. Not bad. Feels a bit overplayed. Still waiting for Chapter 3's release. What about door number 2? Again. Look, I promise the timeline's coming. It's just taking a bit longer than I anticipated. Spoiler alert, if your lore gets simpler, my theories get faster. Just a thought. Give me another week and we'll do it. Okay, make it a few more weeks and I'll do it. But right now,
the
for
official
this week,
encyclopedia.
something that's a little less complicated. Please say door number 3 has the answer. Now this I can work with.
Here we go.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that loves the fact that both door and lore rhyme. And today we're gonna have a lot of both.
Dolores!
I'm of course talking about the hit Roblox horror experience, Doors. It's a simple title which matches nicely with the simple premise. Each door is numbered sequentially and your goal is to get through door number 100, hence the title. Not too hard, right? Wrong. Because while you go from room to room, you're being scared from a menagerie of evil entities that are trying to stop you from reaching that final door. Each entity's tactics range wildly. One forces you into an elaborate chase sequence, another rushes through the current area, forcing you to hide, another will lock you out or kick you out a set of hiding spots, and some are just there for the good old-fashioned spooks. Oh my God!
Sup, Screech?
Really have it all. Good scares, good strategy, good puzzles, but of course it wouldn't be a true game theory horror experience without the secret ingredient, good lore. That's right, a game about walking through...
Just gotta dump all over it like that, MatPat? Just throwing the trash can all over? Like what?
Doors in a randomly generated hotel has got itself some lore. The developers have actually said the foundations of the story are basically in there already. They're just going to be revealing it slowly with each new update, which of course immediately got my attention. So I waited patiently for the Hotel Plus update that was due to come out in December, and then the update got delayed. Now, we've all seen our fair share of unpolished games and broken updates in the last few years, so if the update needs more time in the oven, then by all means, devs, take the time that you need.
Yes.
But in lieu of this Hotel
Please
Plus
do.
update, allow me to scratch that door lore itch, because in preparation for the update I started digging into the game that we already had, plus the teaser, trailers, and screenshots that the devs have given us, and I think I've got it figured out. The devs weren't wrong. The lore is absolutely there. It's just...
That's the troll face. That's the troll face that's not smiling.
I did not... Okay, I'm sorry. I had no idea that Doors had lore.
Apparently, well, if you want to keep your game interesting and keep the fan base like just rabid, introduce
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
See, I didn't even flick it. I just like went. That's it. Come on, buddy. Anyway, sorry, but yeah, that troll. That's the troll face not smiling.
Deep, real deep, almost as deep as we're ever gonna end up in the Floor 2 update. So pack your bags, theorists, because we've got a one-way trip through history, magic, and a classic battle between good and evil. Let's check in. First of all, where are we? Obviously, it's a hotel, but it's not really normal. And I'm not talking about the randomized layout. At first glance, it might trick you into thinking it's normal, with a reception desk, bedrooms, hallways. Sure, the furniture reads a little old, probably from around the 1940s or 50s, but on the whole, it's pretty standard stuff. Sure, one of the new teased images does look a little bit strange, stone walls and big barrels, but yeah, it's most likely designed.
That's the catacombs.
Like medieval looking.
Yeah, that's the catacombs. It's like the wine cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Where there might be a cask of Amontillado.
I don't even. There's probably.
What? Go ahead.
It's even more torture. The game is like. I won't say terrifying, but it's more suspenseful.
It is.
Yeah.
Because every door you go through, they could possibly throw another monster at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't know which one's which.
Like, out of nowhere, you could just hear like, psst, or
And then just
the lights could flicker out of nowhere.
Where you at? And then,
to be a wine cellar, which wouldn't be unheard of for a hotel, especially as Prohibition ended in 1933 in the US, thereby allowing establishments like hotels to serve alcohol to customers. What's really odd is the second teased image. It's a large room filled with beds from end to end. Maybe the hotel's able to offer cheaper rates if you're willing to bunk with 10 other people in the same room, except that isn't what the room's for. Along with the image, we were given its name, the infirmary. Why on earth would there be an infirmary in a hotel? I'll tell you why. It's because that's exactly what hotels were used for during the 1940s, especially during World War II. During the war, the country was in need of more hospitals for fairly obvious reasons, but they didn't want to have to build a bunch of new hospitals that would then become useless at the end of the war. So instead, they started working with private businesses to turn their establishments into makeshift hospitals, and hotels were candidate number one for this sort of thing. They had lots of elevators to transport patients and equipment. They had lots of rooms for people to stay in. And best of all, because of the war, people weren't traveling or going on vacation, so the hotels were largely going unused. So while it seems weird to see an infirmary in a hotel, it's actually not outside the realm of possibility. That, plus the 40s style of furniture, tells us that what we're exploring here is a haunted hotel that was an active hospital during World War II. And given the monsters roam the hallways and the damage that we see across various rooms, it's unlikely that anyone has occupied this place since. So then, why are we here now? It's not exactly the 5-star establishment anyone would be expecting for their weekend getaway, but even if we wanted to check out, we...
Imagine that, just like it rings the bell. It's like, ding ding, room service, I'm gonna eat you now. What?
You're readjusting.
You alright, bud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't turn back. And I do mean that literally. If you take a look at the bridge that we crossed to get here, you'll see that it's now broken, with planks of wood just floating around in midair. Whatever's in this hotel, it doesn't want us to leave. But here's the real twist, we don't want to leave either. If you die during your playthrough, you'll be shown a death screen depending on what entity you died to. These death screens are mostly there to give us hints, telling us how to avoid dying to the same entity again. However, the way these hints are phrased can be pretty darn interesting. Most of the time it just says, you died to whatever entity. But sometimes it rephrases it slightly. You died to who you call Halt. You died to who you call Ambush. You died to who you call
the figure.
These entities don't have names, or at least none that we know of. The names that we're calling them are names that have been given to them by us, something that one of the devs confirmed on Twitter. What's also interesting is that these versions of the death messages occur during your first death to these entities, which means that we already have names for them before we've ever encountered them. Apparently, we already know about them and the hotel before we've ever stepped foot in here. But how can that be? Well, for that, we actually have to look at the game's history. During the development for Doors, before the entities were called entities, there was a different name being considered cryptids. Cryptids are creatures that some believe exist, but have never truly been proven to exist.
Yeah, such as Bigfoot, the Jersey Devil, Loch Ness Monster, stuff like that. Those are typical cryptids, and some of the backstories are very vicious.
By modern science. Think things like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. If these entities were originally going to be called cryptids, and the names we refer to them as were given to them by us, the player, then we must be someone interested in them specifically, also known as a cryptozoologist. And no, that's not just someone who works for Logan Paul's recent NFT scam. A cryptozoologist is someone that studies the pseudoscience of cryptids and commits themselves to proving their existence.
Come here!
Who wouldn't want to trust a guy dressed like this? We didn't come here for a nice weekend getaway, friends. We are here because we know about these entities and we want to learn more about them. Only, we may have bitten off more than we can chew. Not only are the entities very real, but they're powerful, scary, and above all, deadly. That is, except for one. Remember those death messages that I mentioned? The ones that are giving you tips and tricks on how to survive the hotel? Well, those aren't just meta messages from the developers, they're actually coming from another entity. While it might not be immediately obvious what entity it is, as you go through the game, you'll occasionally see blue sparkles show up around the map. They're normally around to show you the correct path during the seek chase, to show you which paintings belong in which positions during the painting puzzles, or to help illuminate the exit in a dark room. A guiding light, if you will. Which is funny, because the title of the music that plays during those death screens is also called Guiding Light. This has led the community to give this mysterious bodiless entity that name. Although I'm not entirely convinced that this entity is completely formless. While the majority of the rooms and doors are typical hotel rooms, there's a chance for special rooms to spawn instead. One of those rooms is called the Courtyard, and it's a
yeah. That one usually is near the end now.
That's what I was thinking.
It was like after door 70, I think.
I've only made it to door 50.
Really? Grizzy and a few of the others that I watched, they've made it to like door 100 multiple times.
I've never made it to door.
And there's actually also after you reach door 100, game's not over. The game's,
Perdón?
Huh?
Perdón?
Yeah. The game keeps going. And there's more.
What?
Lord.
Yes.
Usual because it's the only time we're able to actually go outside, feel the wind in our hair, the rain on our skin, and then remember that we're still trapped and have nowhere to go but forward. Existential crises aside, this room is pretty much regarded as a safe zone during the run, which starts to make a lot of sense as you explore the area. Looking around, you'll find a large statue of an angelic figure with a sword in the center of the courtyard, protecting it. In the Bible, we often see depictions of angels with swords, both used for battle and for protecting, but they're also seen to guide the lost, helping them find their way either physically or spiritually. Now, what would that remind me of? It's guiding light, the entity that's trying to protect us. This isn't the only time religious iconography is used within the game either. A handful of paintings around the hotel are parodies of religious artwork, or have been named with more religious connotations, like the Last Supper, or these two called Temple and Tabernacle, respectively. One of the new items being added to the Hotel Plus update is a cross. The update trailer literally tells us the rules have changed while revealing this item, and showing it stopping the entity rush dead in its tracks.
Yeah, I've that happened with Grizzy, and I think it was Yummy who was playing with it, and or no, it was Droid. I think Droid threw down the cross and stopped Ambush from getting him, and then he was like, "Ha ha, gotcha!" And he immediately tries to walk into a door, and it's a door that's got one of the newer creatures. Yeah, it fakes the door if you don't. If you don't remember which was the last door you walked through, it'll have that same door number on it, and you have to be instead looking for a door that's a higher number. And if you walk through that door, it basically just comes out, just like punches you right in the face. And he was like, "Ha ha, made it, gotcha, Ambush." Ow, Jesus!
That was probably funny.
It's a pretty useful tool to be sure, but it actually tells us a lot more about these entities that we're up against. The Christian cross is commonly used in pop culture as a weapon to ward off demons, evil spirits, and unnatural beings like vampires, which means that these aren't just cryptids, they're demons, or at least something linked to the demonic. This in turn lends support to the idea that the angelic statue in the courtyard is indeed guiding light, as angels are basically the exact opposite of demons. But that's not the only thing the cross reveals to us about the game's lore, because, well, yeah, a cross stopping a demon in its tracks makes perfect sense. The developers didn't just take the easy way out.
It's
it would have been simple
Squidward
for them to implement the cross and just have the entity disappear when you use it, or have it
Squidward.
It's giving Squidward.
Squidward. I'm gonna go play doors in Roblox.
Guiding Squidward. Guiding Squidward.
freeze in place. Instead, they went the extra mile and gave it extra visual effects, which are definitely cool and add to the quality of the game, but also the specific symbol they use here tells us a lot. Upon first glance, most viewers will probably recognize the main symbol as the Star of David, a symbol of the Jewish faith, which might seem odd when connected to a cross and its powers over demons.
Not really, because when you look, because Judaism is where Christianity started.
That's what I was about to say.
Because that's, I mean, Jesus was Jewish.
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there to say?
But actually, that wouldn't be looking at the full picture. Widening out your view, you can see that the Star of David is actually enclosed in a ring with writing and symbols in it. This actually aligns more with the precursor to the Star of David, known as the Seal of Solomon, a symbol that supposedly gave King Solomon the power to command the supernatural, including demons. And now the pieces start falling into place. This symbol went on to become associated with the occult, but also with Christian, Jewish, and Islamic alchemists, which might...
Thus the Abrahamic religions. Uh-oh. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button on the remote.
explain the Islamic crescent that's being present at the center of the star. And yeah, believe it or not, but there's a lot of history with religious groups partaking in alchemy, specifically the whole turning lead into gold and bringing things to life from nothing part. It is some really wild stuff. In fact, it's that last one that's going to be important to us today. In the world of alchemy, when you create a living being from non-living things, that being is known as a homunculus. As the stories go, they were made in a variety of ways. Some are animals, while others are tiny little humans. Within Christian alchemy, the homunculus were supposed to be Christ-like, perfect beings made from nothing, but it would also grant its creator the ability to see and converse with demons and spirits, which if you were staying in a hotel filled to the brim with horrifying entities, I would imagine would be a useful tool to have on your side. So why am I bringing all this
Voldemort. Why would you have like dehydrated Voldemort in a
Oh
jar?
my god.
He's just
Bald
like
man straight to your
just
bald
like
head.
all of a sudden Voldemort's just there. And he's like Harry Potter.
A bald man straight
I
to your
need
bald
you
head.
to release me.
A bald man straight to your bald head.
I'm sorry.
Sup? Well, there's always been one entity that bugged me. And no, it's not just because it killed me even when I did what it told me to do.
Let's control your breathing. Yeah, okay. I was pressing Q or E. No! You can only revive and run once? No!
The figure always felt like they're blown out. Most of these entities are ghostly figures, black and white with overly distorted faces. Seek may appear in a human form during the chase, but it's basically a collection of eyes and black goo. But the figure, it's a humanoid monster that's covered in flesh, bones, and teeth. Thematically, the figure just doesn't feel like it belongs, until you look at how a homunculus is made. One method to create a homunculus is to combine bones, skin, and hair in a bag, and then bury that bag surrounded by horse manure for 40 days. Dig it up and hooray! You got yourself one stinky bag and supposedly a living creature. Now, let's just take a look at those ingredients again. Bones and flesh, it's a perfect match for our pal, the figure. That's why this monster's different. The figure isn't a spirit or a demon like all the others. It's an actual monster created using living tissue. Imagine the scene, if you will. World War II is going on. People are being injured left, right, and center. A random hotel is transformed into a makeshift hospital in order to manage the amount of injured people throughout the city. People are dying agonizing deaths, and their angry spirits refuse to move on. Religious figures in the community, like nuns, offer to join in helping nurse these people back to health, but not everyone has good intentions. It's World War II after all. The Nazis are performing horrific experiments on the wounded.
Yes.
Experiments that'll fuse the injured, dying, and rotten flesh, bone, and hair to create new life. The figure is born from these such experiments. Meanwhile, the prayers of the religious figures don't fall on deaf ears. They pray for divine intervention. They pray for an angel to protect them. And lo and behold, their prayers get answered. The guiding light traps the demons in the hotel, mixing up the rooms randomly, turning the hotel into a labyrinth that these entities get lost within. The hotel eventually falls into silence and obscurity. Nobody left inside, nobody willing to enter. The only thing that remains are stories of strange creatures that roam the hallways. Some ghostly, some made of flesh and bone. Most people would steer clear of a place like this, but one cryptozoologist took interest and decided to make a visit to this hallowed location. Guiding light saw us and destroyed the bridge outside, stopping us from ever leaving. Not because they want us to perish, but because they know the secrets of this place have to remain hidden. And that, my friends, is what I suspect to be the lore of Roblox doors. Like I said at the start, this stuff was buried deep in here, but I'm really glad the developers are giving us some really interesting things to chew on, especially with all the new teased content they're releasing as part of the update. I am more excited than ever for this game. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if when they finally get around to releasing Floor 2, we end up seeing occult markings on the walls, the skeletons of dead clergymen, maybe even a summoning circle with a big old pile of bones in the middle. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. In the meantime, remember, it's all just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
A game
And if you
theory.
don't want to stop the Roblox horror party, you could always go and check the video on the left where we talk about the lore hiding inside Roblox's Rainbow Friends.
Choo Choo
Or
Charles.
if you're just into indie horror games, why not check out our video diving into the lore of Choo Choo Charles. Promise
Choo choo.
Choo choo.
you it is a wild ride. That one's over on the right. As always, my friends,
Right.
don't forget to subscribe for more Roblox horror theories, and I will see you next week.
Okay. So, pretty good lore overall.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say. Oh, dang it, didn't mean to have that pop up on screen. There we go. So yeah, y'all haven't made it to the end
No.
of it.
Close.
What's
I
the
made it
closest
to
you got,
50.
Ryan?
50.
85.
Nice.
50.
Yeah, I need to play it myself and see how far I can get. I know there's people out there who speed run it, who speed run
Yeah.
to the end and everything. Those people are just nuts.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're just like, oh, okay, so I'll just get all of this. I'll just this is a bad roll, so I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna let one of the monsters have me. And then they're just like, okay, try again, and they just keep going. I'm like, dear God. Some people are just gluttons for punishment.
Yeah.
So yeah, Game Theory did a pretty good job here opening the door. Da da da. Huh? I don't think so. All right. Yeah. Nick was feeding the dog. He was asking me if I'd fed him this evening. I had not. So I was expecting Kate to, but Kate and them got stuck. They had not an accident. Their car broke down.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, man.
Personally, I think Doors is the best game on Roblox right now.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say if there's a reason to play Roblox, it's Doors.
Well, what I'll say is every game besides Doors. I mean, I like the horror games, but the Roblox community is weird.
Yes, that's one reason why I have not gotten into Roblox, is because I've ran into people who are in the Roblox community, and I hate to say it, but y'all crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy people.
Y'all think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
You think I'm crazy?
And also, now that they've introduced voice chat, I'm done.
Well, that's why me and my friends only do Discord. We silence everyone in games. That's like Call of Duty. I couldn't play Call of Duty Modern Warfare because of the amount of just like profanity and just the amount of like just people screaming at you. And I was just like, okay, mute everyone. And me and my friends are just in Discord. We're just like, so yeah, you wanna take A? Yeah, let's go ahead and take A.
Yeah,
With
everybody in Roblox voice chat is like, oh my gosh.
It's either a 9-year-old or a 20-year-old man.
Yeah, always.
Hey, what's wrong with a 20-year-old man? Well, I'm a 34-year-old man.
Not a 20-year-old. I'm being generous.
50-year-old.
I was gonna say, imagine it's just like some 50-year-old guy, and there's like, "Hey there, kids, I'm just in here." Yeah, for some reason he's got emphysema, and he's just like, "Hey there, kids, I'm just here to play a game with my grandson. We're playing Roblox.
We're playing Roblox.
What is Roblox anyway? Back in my day, we called it throwing dice."
Hey!
There's definitely older people
I love you.
who play Roblox and are mean to little kids. I mean, there are little kids who play it who are getting yelled at by, like, 30-year-old men.
There are starters that are getting bullied.
That's the thing. There's a very much, like, tiers.
By literal...
Well, I was gonna say, if there's an elitist community, if there's a game out there, there's an elitist community.
There's
That's true.
literally
Yeah.
starters getting bullied by emos.
Okay, I don't understand. I feel like there's...
Getting bullied by emos,
By
he says.
emos.
Well, yeah, or cylinders.
Jeez Louise. Okay. So yeah, that...
It's certainly Roblox is certainly a game.
You don't say. Come on, dude. Oh, it's a game. What? No, I thought it was a trombone.
I thought it was a movie.
I thought it was a book.
Could be.
Yeah, I thought it was a sousaphone.
Here's me some nice lemonade.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some lemonade.
I didn't know you were looking.
What?
He's looking at thumbnails.
The thumbnails. Death by drink. The lemonade could kill you. From Panera? I never go to Panera.
Okay, that's why I don't go to Panera. Anyways,
I'm looking down here in the comment section. If the lore gets simple, theories get faster. I love how Matt Pat says that after he spent 8 years researching FNAF lore. Mad dedication. Yes. It's kind of cute. One of the paintings in the game is actually called Theory. It's the couch Matt Pat and Stephanie are on during live stream. Dude, that's cool. Imagine how proud the developers are that Matt Pat made a theory. Yes. Matt Pat never ceases to amaze me with his theories. If it's a Roblox game, horror game, or even a picture, lore is there.
I didn't expect the lore to be so deep.
If Matt Pat uploads a horror game theory, you know he's gonna milk it dry. Yes, he is. What I enjoy is basically just spooky jump scare match. I'd love to release a horror game that's just called Spooky Jump Scare Mansion, just so that people know exactly what they're getting. Either that, or I make it look like it's going to be a Spooky Jump Scare Mansion, but instead it's just like a kids game where you pop bubbles all day long.
But if it was like scary and you read it, the people would be saying, "Ooh, I'm mentally ill."
What?
Okay. We're going to have to end it here, everybody. We're going to end the video here. We want to thank you all very much for tuning in, and if y'all want to see more from the Game Theorists, feel free to click their name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, you know, the Renegade crew, plus, if you want to see more from these ding-dongs over here, feel free to let me know, and I'll invite them up for more. So, until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Case.
I'm Rollin.
And we will see y'all in the next one. Peace.